All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. As you can see, up here in this corner, it's time for the month in review. That's right. July, we're recording this. We're right at the end of July, but we're going to go ahead and do the month in review. And as you know, JB, BigRedEDC, there's my hat. I always point to the wrong side here. JB has been helping me out by doing these on his channel because I've had technical difficulties. Thanks to Kevin at Lefty EDC, we are using StreamYard. We're recording this, and JB is, if I hit this button right here, now joining me. There we go. And we are doing the month in review together on my channel. And so I don't know, JB. You think it's going to work?
I hope so.
You know me. I'm going to screw it up somehow.
I hope it works. It'll be all right.
You know, it always cracks me up because, and you know this. I mean, I work in television, and I do technical stuff on a regular basis. It's just at home, I don't quite have the same tools that I have at the office. If I did, I'd be in a really, really fancy studio right now with a really fancy setup. And so then I wouldn't have as many technical difficulties. But for some reason, and by the way, we can tell we're not live because it says there's 0 people watching us. So that's good. So I've done this right. We are recording it only, and it will be posted on Friday. So I feel good now.
Okay.
All right. So JB, how's your month been?
Pretty good.
I mean, we'll go into details, but overall, just a good month, busy month.
Yeah, not bad at all. It's pretty cool stuff happening. So
all right, that's really good. So here on the KnivesFAST channel, of course, guys, you know, I say it all the time, and JB says it all the time. We can't do this without you guys watching. It'd kind of be pointless at that point. So it's really been a lot of fun watching both channels grow. JB. I pointed the wrong way again. See, I keep doing that. JB hit 5,000 subscribers. Look at that.
Yeah,
how
about
that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Well, the funny thing about it was you were telling me you were like 30 out, and then it was like, bam.
Well, I had a little bit of help.
Yeah,
I had a little bit of help.
Tell us about that for those that missed it.
Well, we were on Zach's Sunday live stream like we always are, just having a good time.
Yeah.
And
yep.
All of a sudden, I don't remember what the catalyst for the whole thing was. Probably just Zach's like, boom, we got to do this, and and he did. He just started blowing it up, awesome. And next thing I know, it's just.
Yeah.
And pretty soon we're over 5,000, and it was like, okay.
That was pretty incredible. It was fun.
Yes. Had a lot of help.
And then you kind of went back and forth a little bit, and then kept on going.
That always happens. Yeah, that always happens. That's the nature of the thing. But but we're awesome. There. We're there. It's a lot of fun, and I gotta put together a giveaway.
Well, yeah, but you've already been working on it, right?
I've been working on it I was going to be doing it, at the beginning of the year, just looking at stuff. I was like, okay, I should probably get ready for this.
Right.
So it doesn't hit me all at once. And then, everything started opening back up, and things started slowing down a bit. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I was like, but it's pretty much been that way the whole time. When it happens, and it's not, and it did. So we're here. So I'm very happy, very happy.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it was a long time coming for sure. JB, I got to tell you, I'm gonna stop what we're doing right now because this is important.
Okay.
This is really important. My daughter just texted me. My 20-year-old daughter just texted me, and she said, "Hey Dad, what's that?" She said Irish/Scottish metal group you listen to. So the fact that my daughter is asking me for rock music advice, I have to stop what I'm doing. It's a Swedish group, by the way. It's called Safe Mode. Check them out. I don't like everything they do, but I like some of what they do. And I just started listening to them recently. But JB knows I'm excited. I sent you something this morning. New Dream Theater album coming out. Very excited. So yeah, I listen. Cool. That's probably about 70% of what I listen to is Dream Theater, John Petrucci by himself, Liquid Tension Experiment, Jordan Rudess, some Rush mixed in there. I don't know. But I go back to the 80s stuff like you do, the hair metal and all that. But I just,
that's always what's on the radio in the truck. Hair Nation.
Yep. Last night I actually was listening to some old Styx just because we were talking about.
There you go.
We were actually for some reason Air Supply came up at dinner, and I always think the guy that sings for Air Supply sounds a lot like Dennis DeYoung. So then we started playing Styx, and it just all went crazy. So yeah, so I don't know. I feel right now for the first time in quite a while like a really good parent. When your daughter when your daughter starts asking you, for hard rock music to listen to, which she does all the time. It's I think it's a valiant moment. I think it is.
I think probably my triumph in that aspect was when my 17-year-old son comes home and says, "Dad, did you hear Ronnie James Dio died?"
I know you said that the other day.
And I'm like, no, I didn't.
I didn't even know you knew who he was. Right.
He was like bummed. So I was like, okay, all right, we're good.
That's you're like, I think I did all right. That's pretty cool. So for me this month, guys,
I'm getting some vibration somewhere. When
you
talk.
I hope it's not me. Let's see.
I don't know. There we go. It's better.
Okay. Well, maybe I was moving around. I could do that sometimes. Yeah, I'm still on the same microphone and everything. Anyway, let's keep going. So, this month for me, growth has been great. As right after Blade Show, when I did my Blade Show video, I had a explosion. And then I had 2 giveaways back to back. I had the Civivi. What was the first one? The what's the thing called? Ortis Damascus. And then I had the Brazen, both Civivi giveaways. The Brazen was interesting. Kept trying to give it away. Nobody wanted it for some reason. Yeah, right. People wanted that one like crazy. I just didn't pick the right people. But that
happens sometimes.
Ended up giving away on the live stream, and everybody was really happy. I think Peter won that one from Therapeutic Edge, so he's very happy.
Did he? Was he the one that ended up winning it?
Yeah, Peter won that one, and it worked out well for me because I set my 20.5 to him at the same time. So it was like, yeah, that worked out well. Yeah. So
yeah, for sure.
I don't have those things work out all that often, but so what I was saying is, but for June, the growth as far as subscribers has been steady, but not huge, and I know a lot of people are out. Like we were talking earlier, a lot of people are out doing their summer thing, and but the growth continues. My goal is to hit 2,000 by the end of the year. And everybody, every time I say that, somebody comes in the chat and says, "Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen." And I believe them, and I'm not much of I'm a pessimist in that degree. I'm like, who wants to listen to me do this stuff? But anyway, I think it's awesome and interesting. But yeah, so the reason I bring that up, I haven't started doing anything for my giveaway yet. So I think maybe if I say out loud that I haven't started preparing for the giveaway, maybe the snowball will happen and I'll be at 2,000 in a couple of days, because everybody's going to be like, not a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going to be like, oh, let's make him do a giveaway, But I have some ideas. We kind of chatted about some of those this morning about what I might do for a giveaway or two. If it's 2,000, maybe two different prize packages or something like that. So I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. This it's funny. I usually do a decent job of staying on top of. And by the way, I am 2 weeks out video wise, which is good because I've got vacation coming up at the second week of August, which I've got to figure out what I'm doing about KF Live, if I'm going to do that live or if I'm going to do it Memorex are what I'm going to do. So if I say Memorex, do you think that half of the audience knows what I'm talking about?
No, I think most of our audience
most of our
gets the
audience
reference.
Yeah, that's good. I should.
If you look at my who watches, well, if I look at who watches my videos, yeah, I think pretty much everybody gets that.
That's good. That's good.
There might be a couple that don't, but
so yeah, I was thinking who is it? The one young guy, Ryan Gilbert, watches all the time, or some of these guys. They're probably going, "What's a Memorex?" But yeah, there's some young folks on here. If you guys don't know, just shoot me a message. I'll explain it to you. It's fine. Yeah, so that's my thing is it just seems like work has picked up recently. I work at a university, so I'm coming up on this bug flying in front of me, coming up on the semester, and lots of stuff to catch up on. So I'm behind on channel stuff a little bit, reviewing a few of my knives. It seems like the ones that come in, I'm staying up with, but the ones that I've purchased, I'm a little behind on. So
it's always the way it happens for me because I don't want to, especially if like somebody sends me some stuff, like I've got the knives that Rusty has loaned you. I've got those right now, and I'm like, I don't want to hold on to them very long because they're not mine. That's just the way I am. I don't like hanging on to people's stuff.
I agree.
They're going to go to somebody else, so you know what I mean.
Yeah. So Ben, this fits into the month in review. Benjamin Belkin sent me. From Jack Wolf Knives, he sent me a pile of slip joints. And so I was like, oh, because I love it when people send me stuff like that, like Rusty sent that, and I've been, and it's like amazing, but it's also, I agree with you. I'm like, I've got, in Ben's case, these amazing, very valuable slip joints. And I'm like, and I know, they were going on. I can't wait for this, by the way. They are currently at Kevin, Lefty EDC. So I cannot wait to hear Kevin do some slip joint reviews. This ought to be interesting. How is the detent on those slip joints, Kevin?
Oh, well,
I'm just kidding.
It is what it is.
No, he'll do good. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was the same way. I'm like, I've had these for usually I try to hold on to like pass around knives for 2 weeks. But I think in like a week and a half, I was like, I got to record these and I got to get them out of here, because I kind of felt like they're just, but he's talking about maybe sending me some more, which is really exciting. Cool. I unfortunately think he may have caused me to get bitten by having a more premium slip joint at some point. But again, when I look at the secondary market, guys, I don't think that's happening. He and I were talking through some of those last night, and I'm like, wow, these things shoot up in a hurry, which is another reason to try to wait and get one in a first run, because then they'd be real valuable, down the road. So, or it could be,
Could be. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was really cool. I was really happy he sent those, and the comments have been really good on the first one that are reviewed, because people are like, they feel like some of these slip joints don't kind of get the credit that they deserve. And you know what? Here's the thing. I still don't. So if you put, the little scales of justice thing. If you put, for me, I've been kind of here on modern and kind of barely on the screen with the slip joints. So I still think maybe, slip joints are coming up like this, just a little bit, but I don't think they'll ever, for me, overtake the modern knives. It's everybody's different, but I do definitely, when you start seeing the ones that are made with that kind of quality, I think it's a totally different vibe for me. And again, it's going to be, you know me, we've talked about this. It's going to be patterns and blade styles that I like. There's some of these slip joints that don't appeal to me at all. There were, even one of the ones he sent, I was like, yeah, this is a really cool knife, but I don't know that I would ever carry this one, Right. But like that American Jack he sent, really appeals to me. The Barlow he sent that I already reviewed really appeals to me. I know you probably have a whole lot more slip joints and a lot more knowledge on them than I do at this point. So,
well, I mean, that's what when you were talking about, saying that you didn't know a whole lot about slip
right.
joints and stuff,
Yep.
and I was like, I didn't either. It just that's how you learn. And if you get them and you plan to review them, well, now you're going to have to research them and stuff like that, and it helps you learn, like, you learn what SFO means or triple P means and all that good stuff, stuff you don't hear too much on the modern side of knives, and
100%.
So I mean,
I'm a little weirded out by it though, because here's the thing, and I'm just going to tell you this, and this is not so. I'm still learning because I haven't handled that many slip joints. I was trying to see if I had one sitting here. I don't. But I haven't handled that many slip joints, so I'm not used to the pull as much. Yeah. And so, for example, I think I said that Tucson TS90 that you currently have from Rusty, I thought that was like a 7+, and I think you might have said it was a 6. So again, that part of learning.
Yeah, but there's some subjectivity to it too.
Right, because it feels real stiff to me. That one does.
I mean, I wonder. I should find.
That's what I guess. That's what I'm saying. Our references, because I haven't felt the same knives that you, and we haven't sat and talked about what we think they are. We're all gonna subjectively feel differently about them.
I found somewhere where there was a sort of like a standardized sort of guide as to what's a 5, what's a 6, that type of thing.
Oh, that would be good to see.
Yeah, I should try to find that again. I don't remember where it was for sure. But no, I mean, I think we were close. We were close on that one. I think I called it a 6 to a 7, and I mean I'd call that a good hard 6,
Okay.
That's me. That's what I would
and
call
again,
it.
I just don't know yet. I haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, and 90% of what I've seen is I have a couple older, like a Buck Stockman and a couple like that, and then mostly Rough Riders since then. So it's kind of hard. I don't think I've ever been. That's probably the stiffest slip joint I've ever felt. That one in your hand.
It's pretty close to one of the stiffest ones I've felt too.
Yeah,
it really is now.
But that thing is just beautiful. Oh wow, yeah, that one.
This one, just that's maybe a 5.
Where's your little pick thing that Smoky Mountain Knife Works sent you?
It's over there, right? It's over there. I don't.
You don't use it. I'm just messing with you. I did that. Where is it? It's got to be sitting. Oh, here it is. This guy, the GI knife, I did split because it's been sitting in a box for 6-7 years. I did split my thumbnail off trying to open this one.
Really?
So yeah. So I during the live stream the other night, and so yeah, I was like, and it's one of those that you really can't. Like I think I saw you with the Rhino to sort of just pulling it like this, pinching it. I can't. You can't open this one.
I was using the nail, Nick.
Oh, you were? Okay. I cannot open this one without using the nick. You can't.
Yeah.
You this one, grab it.
You don't have a whole lot of clearance to use to without. So yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, some you can. Some you can.
So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And again, it's something cool from this month. Ben sending me those. What about you this month? What's something that stands out? Something really cool that happened this month? Would somebody send you something or whatever, anything?
Well, yeah, I mean, Rusty sent all those knives, which was absolutely awesome of him,
Yep. Amazing.
I don't know. Hopefully people realize, how much something like that helps, to really, really helps out the channel. And, I mean, of course he sent the 80/20 and
that thing is crazy.
It took me a little bit to get used to the shark lock. You just got to get used to the timing of it.
Right.
But other than that, oh my goodness.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun. Wait till you get the other one. I know you're supposed to have it any day now, the 20.5. So
yeah, that's what I really wanted to compare the two just to see. I think that the 20.5 might fit me just a little better.
Right.
Not that This one's pretty darn good.
Yeah,
I have
it is.
to admit, it really is.
Peter keeps saying he wants a 20.75. Because you'll see. Okay, so hold that one up so we can see the thickness of it the other way. There, side top to bottom with the shark lock facing me. There we go. So the thickness of both the handle and the blade are significantly more thick than the 20.5. You'll see when you hold them up. When you hold them up like that, you get. So what Peter's saying is it feels good. I'm just going to show this guy. It feels good this way in hand, but he's saying it's a little too thin for him this way in hand, the 20.5. I think it's perfect for my hands. I actually love the way the 20.5. I would compare it. Hold on. I must stand up and get something. This is the part where we're supposed to hum, JB, when I go do something. So I would compare.
That wasn't in the pre-show notes.
I'm sorry. I would compare it to the handle thickness of the Atom.
Okay.
I think the
Really?
20.5 is thin like this.
Okay.
And to me, again, I know others don't necessarily like the ergos. Well, I mean, we could say any knife, but I love the way the Atom fits in my hand. This is a money ergo knife for me. It is thin, but that just makes it a wonderful carry for me. And it's good. So the 20.5 will be very similar width-wise to this.
Okay.
Thickness.
And even though this
thickness,
is thicker,
I guess
I like the way it feels.
Yeah.
I do like the way it feels in hand.
It's not overkill, is it? No, it's definitely not.
No.
And I think you're getting an AD10 coming in too. That one feels incredibly beefy in the hand.
And I believe I have somebody else sending me an AD15.
Oh, wow. You're going to have a lot of ADs all at once.
So,
be careful
because I can compare them all side by side at once.
Be careful. It might trigger your ADD, though. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It wasn't very funny, but yeah, no, it'll be cool. I've never seen a 15. I've seen the 10, the 20, and the 20.5. I've not seen the 15. That one's with the Scorpion lock or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That one seems like it would be really hard to figure out, like you're saying.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. But it's something new, it's something different. And
yeah.
Like I said, it's just like the shark lock, it's nothing. It just the timing.
Right. Right.
If you wanna be like the guy that just sits there and fidgets, like most of us do.
Of course.
And it's still I don't have it down
no
yet, but
I don't have it down on a lot of my Axis style lock knives. I mean, it's the same only different. I mean, I think you would probably compare that more to a recoil style lock.
Oh, well, yeah,
for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what I started doing on that one, I don't know if you saw in my review, was just going ahead and holding it and then sliding it so it just comes down like that. That's what I was doing because for some reason that felt better to me, safer.
That's
better.
Probably the smart thing to do, to be perfectly honest with you. Because the first time I did it.
Yeah.
The first time I did, and I was, I just did it like I would do a regular.
I should have warned you.
It went like that, and I was like, ugh, and I had to look, make sure I had my finger out of the way, because that sucker just came shut, and I'm like,
does. Oh, and here's the thing, and that blade, and that blade weighs nothing.
Oh, I know.
And it just falls like that.
Well, I think I measured it, and it was 12 thousandths on the spine. I'm almost positive that's what I measured it at. I'm looking at it. I'm like,
are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, again, back to this one. This is a thin knife, not anything compared to that.
This thing is super thin.
Yeah, it is. And I love that they thought outside the box on it, JB. I mean, that was the biggest amount of comments on my review was people were like, they didn't, everybody uses steel. Nope, we're going to try something different. Everybody uses, everybody does the milling on the inside. No, we're going to try something different. You know, everybody does it. And even down to the finish, which some people like, some people don't. It's totally different. Although I thought it was funny. I was watching your there's that scratchy again. I hear it now.
I don't.
No. Great. But down to your ZT review that I saw, yeah, it's got pre-scratches on it. I was like, okay, maybe this is a thing.
Yeah, they call it that working finish, and I guess I don't know if it's I guess it maybe helps encourage people to use their knives. I don't know. I don't usually have a problem with that. You know what I mean? I buy a knife,
and it's
use,
a stone.
Right?
It's a stone wash, right? It's not a satin or mirror or anything, is it?
It's stone washed, and then it's got like the scratches in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying usually the reason people use a stone wash is because it sort of hides the scratches a little bit. I think it's interesting that they went with the stone wash and they scratched it.
Yeah, I kind of like the way it looks, honestly. I mean,
right.
And I've had a couple of comments so far that people were like, yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to use it. I'm like, well, that's awesome. I kind of like the way it looks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think it is on the sun-dried tomato, as I call it. The Sandro Torino. I call it the sun. It just sounds funny, so I call it the sun-dried tomato. And because I'm weird. But
these are definitely more prominent.
Oh,
these are a lot more prominent than this one.
Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah.
It's but tungsten carbide. I mean, people are telling me, who is it? Duke, who's one of the viewers of our streams all the time, was telling me he's cut box after box after box after box after box, and it is still laser beam sharp.
Well, did you so did you do anything to that knife?
No. I mean, I used it. I cut boxes with it, but no, I did not sharpen it. I didn't do anything.
I don't think Kevin did either, because he had it before us, right?
It was Kyle from DTOM had it. Yeah.
Kyle had it before us. Okay.
Yep.
And I kind of asked Rusty, I was like, hey, he's like, he's used it. And he said, as far as I know, Kyle, you, and I mean, this thing is still, I mean, I can't use that. That's my, I was going to trim off my certificate, but I need to cut that pretty. Let's try this. I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing's been done with it and it's been through what it's probably been through, and I think,
what did they say? 71 is the hardness, I think, and that's insane.
It's still clipping hair on my hand.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I mean, it's not super shaving sharp, but it's still clipping hair pretty good.
But what you're saying is it's about as sharp as some knives come out of the box.
Without a doubt.
Did I just say that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's sharper than a lot of boxes, or a lot of knives are coming out of the box.
Not back to this one. This is one of the sharpest knives I've ever. And by the way, I learned that Demco sharpens these. Atoms and neutrons go to Demco and they sharpen them.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I learned that at Blade Show, and which would explain why the 20.5 was almost equally as sharp. It's not as thin. It's close, but it's not quite as thin. Yeah. Demco sharpens.
Did not know that. Did not know that.
That shadow you had, probably Demco sharpened. As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, John Demco was standing there going, I probably sharpened this one. And I'm like, he picked it up and started shaving paper with it. Like, yeah, I sharpened this.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
All right, John.
Let's see. Did it cut? Oh, it doesn't cut quite as well. That must have been Andrew.
That was that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that guy.
Exactly. There were like 5 or 6 people in their booth. They would have blamed somebody, I'm sure. But yeah, that's funny. So yeah, I mean, that just for a viewer to reach out like that and trust us with, let's not give a number, but a very expensive box of knives. But you're right. It's the thing in my head. I think over the past year that people like you and pass around groups and now viewers have been sharing knives. It's like you're developing this database in your mind of things you can share and things you can relate to, and the feeling of this compared to the feeling of that, and that type of lock and that type. So you speak to that. I mean, you've been doing it, at this rate for a lot longer than me. I'm sure that kind of stuff is hugely helpful to you.
When my brain works, yeah.
If you can pull it out of the database. I didn't say that.
It's true.
I have the same problem.
I said it. You don't have to say it. I'll say it.
People who watch my live stream know darn well that I'll be on there and I can't remember the name of a knife that I just saw last week. So, yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, so let's do another one from this month, and then you can show us something. This, guys, matter of fact, I bet, yep, here we go. So Finch came out with new versions of the 1929. Now, this was a re-release, I believe. This was the Ghost Green, JG10, whatever. And yours is a new release. Go ahead. What is it?
Nightcrawler,
which is red jigged bone.
The Nightcrawler red ribbed bone.
Ribbed.
And it looks, if you're not a fisherman and have never used Nightcrawlers, well, this might not be a good comparison, but it really does look like the body of a Nightcrawler. It's ribbed like that.
That's awesome. And
that's pretty cool.
I like how they're inconsistent, if that makes any, if they were just stripes, I like how they're like inconsistent. Some are
deeper, and others.
Yeah, I think that makes it look cool. But this one, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I bought this stuff, the Kentucky Sky. If you haven't seen my video, check that out. And just came out exactly all I wanted to do, literally, is what I kept saying to my wife. I want to dye it so lightly that it's the same translucency as it is with the green, and it's just blue. It's just, and so you can actually, not probably on this camera. Yeah, you can. You can actually see the screw on the frame through there. See that? So it's still, you can probably see it. I don't know. I can see it. But, it's still translucent, which to me is what I was going for. I just wanted that light. Matter of fact, it matches this shirt real well.
I was just going to say, it matches your shirt pretty well.
But, so then I put out a video with my Finch collection. I know you've done that before. They've got, I kind of announced kind of the schedule. Spencer told me about when they're coming out. And I said something that I thought was going to be controversial, but nobody's argued with me yet. I actually like the 1929 ever so slightly more than the Holiday. And I mean ever so slightly. I don't know. There's something about this knife. There's something about this knife that speaks. See, there's my controversy. JB doesn't agree with me. But I have this one.
Close.
I have this one.
It is close. I'll give you that. It is close.
Yeah, I have this one in the pocket today, by the way. We didn't even do a pocket check, but that's I have this one and the Kevin's Kunwu Tao. And this is my you're an idiot knife. Me, I'm an idiot because I didn't buy one of these. I'm telling you right now. And I think Jake from Bearded Gear put up his review on this yesterday, and he said this is the best knife under, as far as workmanship and quality under, let's say, $175 he's ever seen. And this is probably a $225 knife all day long for some companies. And it's sold on the pre-order for $134, and then they did a second order for $175, and it's worth it all day long. It's got this awesome orange peel texture, and then a machine milled texture on the chamfer.
Yeah.
M390 blade, just ridiculous. And I'm not the greatest front flipper, and I can do it just fine. But it's also got this really low profile flipper tab, which if you don't put your finger on the lock bar, you can deploy real easily. The fact that Kevin paid $135 for this is ridiculous. It's got a Damascus pivot collar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the only gripe I've got is the clip, but I'll go over that in my review. But
I didn't get in on that one either. I did get in on the Ronin.
Okay.
And have you seen
I
the
have not
Ronin?
seen the Ronin. That's
Well, I know. I'm planning. I got to give you your 20.5 back and everything. That should probably be one I throw just so you can take a look
okay.
because
Yeah.
I like that knife as well. It was a really well done knife. It was their first one, and the first one I got had a little bit of an issue.
Okay.
It was missing the lanyard post. It just wasn't there. Did did that hurt my feelings a whole lot
No.
from the fact of using a lanyard?
Yeah.
No, because I don't use lanyard.
You're not
But
going to use it, right?
the idea was it was an incomplete knife. And I talked to Sergio, and he's like, "Oh, okay." Next thing I know, I got a brand new one showing up, and he's
That's
like, and he actually sent me a lanyard post. So I put the lanyard post in the other one. I
so
was
you
like,
ended up with
I
two.
mean, so I
That's
ended
cool.
up with two knives. And his exact words were, "Let people know that that's how we're going to take care of
Yeah.
people."
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
okay, fair
I've
enough.
talked I've talked to him a couple times. He seems like a really cool dude.
Oh, he was, yeah.
But yeah, this one has the blue anodized lanyard post in the backspacer, which I
Oh,
think
that's right. He did. He sent me two. He sent me a steel colored one, and he sent me, I think it was a green one, in case I
that's
wanted a
awesome.
little bit of color add a little color to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I'm dumbfounded that again I was saving up for Blade Show at the time they came out, and that's why I didn't do it. But should have got this. Really good. So those are the two that are in my pocket today. And yeah, you didn't like my controversial statement there. I don't know. Come on, man. They're
It's a
really
good knife.
close. They're
Oh, it is
really, really
close. It
close.
is. It is close without a doubt. To
Size
me,
wise, I know why people like this one better, but there's just something about this little guy that
oh yeah.
it's a fidget thing for me. It's great to have around. I love it.
Well, I mean,
And
you know how much. I mean, I do. I like red knives. I do, and I
yep,
love the red micarta one holiday I have.
but that white
But I
one.
tell you what, the white bone holiday, it's gonna be really. I mean, and it's not just the knife itself; it's everything that goes along with it. I mean, I talk about that with
Right,
Finch
the
all
duck
the time.
holiday. Yep.
You're not only buying the knife, but for me, I'm not only buying the knife, but I'm buying the story and the background. And for me, that's part of it. It just
I
is.
understand.
And
Um,
I don't know, has he ever told you they just come out they're prototyping the Chernobyl ant.
right.
Has he ever told you the story
No,
behind
I
that one?
haven't heard that story, I don't think.
You need to it's Spencer's story to tell.
Okay.
If you're talking to him sometime, have him tell you the story. And when he does, you'll just be like, "Dang, man." It just catches,
Yeah,
stuff like that just catches you.
right. I agree. I
Well, it
understand
does me
completely.
anyway. It does me.
Yeah, no, I agree completely with you. I love the stories behind these. And what I like about, again, you like the bone. They're micarta to me, and my micarta 1929's up there, but just it's starting to wear and pick up oils really good, especially on the denim micarta 1929. All right, I got to get it. Hold on. I'm so unprepared. Let's see. That is, I'm feeling my way to find it. There it is. Okay. That was the Runtley first. So you can see, or you probably can't on yeah, you can see how
Oh
it's
yeah.
wearing like a pair of blue jeans.
Oh yeah.
That is so cool. It just looks amazing. So just I don't know, man. There's just again, they're small for me. This is not a primary for me. And
No,
you
me
know
either.
that.
Me
So it's
either.
not, but there's just something about these, the way they fly out, the way this belly for cutting boxes and different things is awesome for me. I just love that. It
Yep.
is wonderfully done. But I agree with you. I mean, it's if it is better, it's only slightly better because I carry this one all the time and I love it. I just like to say things that, no, I'm just kidding. It is. I mean, I literally just, especially now that I have two, I just really love the 1929. So just really, really cool. And so what you got in the pocket today? Anything good?
Well,
Just getting your day started.
I
So
am. I am. The only thing I've got in my pocket so far is the
that's
coal
good.
miner electrician's knife that Rusty sent.
Yeah.
I hadn't got around to carrying this one yet, and I mean, I love the electrician's knife. It has a lot of background. I mean, they've been around for quite some time, and I hadn't carried it yet. And I'm like, you know what? I need to. So I've been carrying this one the last couple of days. I'm still trying to decide what all of these knives are going to get like full reviews and what are going to get like I might do one where I talk about 2 or 3 of them at once.
Well, I did that with the matter of fact, we're recording this on Wednesday to run on Friday. Today, Wednesday, you'll see a slip joint video pop up. It's got the electrician's knife, the TS90, and the upswept bow trapper that I had that I just gave away Monday night. So I kind of did those as a group. Like a sort of like a, I didn't call it this, but like a let's talk slip joints, or I don't know what it is. It was some about slip joint talk or something. But yeah, I just kind of did one of those. So that makes sense if you do some kind of lump them together.
It's just timing.
Exactly. What do you need and what can you say about it? You know?
Yeah.
Yep. So, but I did full reviews on the Torino and the 20. And what was the other one? Is there one more in there, or is that it?
Oh, the short round.
Yeah, the short round, which really, really cool.
Oh, it is. It's a fun little knife.
It reminds me, and I know how much you love this knife, of a fixed blade version of the Kaiser Contrail, which you kept calling a bulldog.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of has that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So he makes a Tanto and a drop point of that same knife. I was talking back and forth with Ron Steele, and he makes it. The drop point looks awesome to me. Yeah. But it just depends on what blade style, especially since it's a custom, whoever's ordering from him likes. But yeah, that's it is a super cool knife. So all right, so I'm going through my notes here. Sorry. How about you? Got anything else from this past month that I missed? Haven't given you enough time to talk here.
We did a lot of good stuff. I mean, we did the fundraiser for John.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That was good. What else? Oh, the channel chats, had the opportunity to sit down with TC. That was a fun one. Him
Spencer
and Greg. The best thing about that one was Greg's antics in the background.
Oh yeah, no, he was hilarious.
That was just TC would say something and Greg would be back there.
Yep.
Or something, you know. And let's see what else. I think we had Dylan, and we had Suburban Tactical Nation, and then when this airs, I'll have one with 1 minute knife reviews. Will air Saturday. Tomorrow, I guess, when people are seeing this. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff, a lot of fun. Awesome. I love doing those. It's fun talking to, it's just like this. You just sit around talking about knives, and they're a lot of fun. They're a lot.
Oh no, I totally agree. So, do you have any other new knives coming this month that maybe keepers or just the 1929 there? That's the only.
Really?
That's the only new one I got.
I had these two.
That's right. That's right.
The Rhino Toe, and the Nomad.
I'm really interested in that
is
Nomad.
The one that I'm really liking this one. I am really liking the Nomad.
What do you think of this down sweep of the handle? What do you think of it? Okay, cool.
I kind of like that handle shape. That kind of, not necessarily a pistol grip, but if you're headed that way, that curved handle. Yes.
Well, what made me think of it was I saw somebody, it might have been you. No, I don't think it was you. Somebody had it side by side with a 110, a buck 110, and it definitely has way more of a
it's
of a downturn,
more of a curve on it.
And so I just wondered, knowing you like the 110, I just wondered what you thought.
Oh no, this one, I mean, it feels really, really good in hand. Now this one, the pull on this one, I mean, it's a lockback, so it's slightly different. You're still overcoming a spring. That one's probably 4 to 4.5. It's a little bit lighter on the pull. The interesting thing about it was
the half stop. Yeah,
it has a half stop. And somebody, I didn't remember this honestly. There again, brain not working. But somebody, and of course now it's slipping my mind again. The Civivi, one of the Civivi lockbacks. The Rustic Gent, I believe they said.
Okay. Had a half stop.
I don't remember the Rustic Gent having a half stop.
Hmm.
It probably did. I don't remember that though, honestly. So, it's not something you see a whole lot on a lockback, but this is
All
probably my favorite. This probably is my new favorite of the Rough Rider Reserve line, and it's great. It's done well, And then the Rhino Toe, you were talking about patterns that you probably aren't going to carry a whole lot.
right.
The Rhino Toe is probably one of those for me, but I got it because I wanted the set. You know what I mean?
All right, we're gonna do something weird here, real quick.
Okay,
You see that?
I do.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm just curious if they say it does.
I don't remember it. It probably did.
Boy, I sure don't. It sure doesn't call it out.
Yeah.
Sculpted, lockback. You would think they would put it on here if it was.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's try it. Let's try somebody else's site real quick. Let's see if there's a Smoky Mountain Knife Works down here. Let's see who's, just out of curiosity, whose videos come up. Oh crud, not JB's. Sorry. I haven't reviewed that one, so all right. So here we go. We'll go here to Civivi. I'm just curious. I know I probably chasing the rabbit down the hole way too far. Let's see. Yeah, I sure don't see anything calling it out. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm sure it probably. I guess it probably did. I just do not remember it having a half stop.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the.
I've never experienced that one, so yeah, I'm sure it probably was. I've not seen that one. I don't think. I know I saw the CGRB or the Artisan Biome that came from you.
Yeah,
I think, and a couple others, but I don't think I've seen the Rustic Gent. So, but all right. So important, non-important question.
Okay.
Whatever that means. I see all the Nebraska stuff behind you there.
Oh yeah.
How are they going to do in football this year?
Remains to be seen. I mean, it's that simple. It's been.
I keep feeling Frost is going to turn it around, but
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, they went from. I mean, let's be honest. They went for about 30, 35 years to where they were one of the premier football, and then
nobody talks about it, but it's kind of the same thing with Notre Dame. Now they have come and sniffed the top a couple times recently, but they're not dominant like they once were, like Nebraska once was,
Oh yeah.
So it's interesting. Some of Michigan, same thing. Michigan used to be dominant, and now they can't seem to get out of their own way.
Well, they do. I mean, look at Florida State, Oklahoma went through a down period.
The only one that hasn't is Alabama. So,
well, yeah. I mean, it used to be, in the 70s, a lot of times it was Nebraska and Oklahoma fighting for who was going to be number one.
Yep.
And then in the 80s, Oklahoma pretty much almost disappeared after Barry Switzer left.
Right.
They went, and that's the same thing, that's kind of happened, with Nebraska, is that coaching lineage leaves and somebody brings in new ideas. And,
I agree.
And the bad thing with Frost in Nebraska was what he did at Central Florida was amazing.
Yeah.
And that's also a once in a lifetime thing.
I agree. And now the expectations are way too high.
And when they came here, people thought, okay, well, we're going to go 12-0 and everything's going to be great. That's not really realistic, people. Come on now. Now, I can say I wished it had gone a little bit better than it has.
Right.
But,
hopefully it'll turn around. I'm excited about college football.
I am too. I love college football.
Yeah. I'm very excited, and it's right around the corner. So I just thought I'd bring out some bad memories for you, and some hope for the future. No, I just messed.
Hey, it is whatever.
So Yeah, and so that's kind of, let's see, that was on my notes, kind of what I wanted to cover. Again, I just want everybody out there to know that both of us just totally appreciate your support. It's incredible across the board, the amazing support. And like you said, JB, when you come out and you say, hey, we're doing a raffle for X person, the way people jump on that, it's just, this community is unlike anything I've ever seen. There's I'm not sure if you've seen this or not. There's a guy I met, I've talked about a few times on the channel, named Nicholas, and he's big into the Holt and those kind of things community. And
Sure.
He invited me to a Facebook group, and I can't even remember the name of it now, but it's literally the group. There's a guy that was big in their community, that did tons of stuff for tons of people for a long, long time. And he's having health problems. And they literally created a Facebook group just so people could come in and support. And he's a well-known, I'm not going to get into the name and everything, but well-known name in the knife community. And the knife companies have come out with like huge donations to this raffle. And it's just to watch from top to bottom, from no offense to John, don't take this the wrong way, to a smaller YouTube channel, to a guy at the top of the knife community, just to see people, pitching in and helping all the way through. And the way people, when someone's sick in our community, the way people, encourage them and cheer them up and everything. It's a YouTube community, but at the same point, it's not. It's a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And no, it happens. And it's not only, it's generational. It crosses generations and everything like that. And that's just, like you said, it is a community, and it basically is almost, it's a second family. It really is.
100%.
And, that's the awesome thing about it. And, you and a lot of us, we try to foster that, upbeat, let's have fun, type of space for people just to come and hang out,
Yeah. You can see it. You can see it in the chat during the lives, or even sometimes it'll just be a comment in a video. Somebody will say, "Hey, KC, hope you're having a great day." And then all of a sudden there's 10 people asking each other, "You having a good day?" "I'm having a good day." Okay.
Oh yeah.
And that's that's wild to me. It's just totally awesome. And love it. So great month overall, and capped off by the first ever month in review on the KnivesFAST channel. I don't know. Kevin, thank you. JB, thank you for bailing me out for several months in a row when I came up with an idea and couldn't make it happen. So whatever. It is what it is. And so this we're using Kevin's StreamYard to record this because I don't really have a way to do it. So I think that's really cool of him allowing me to do that, and been kind of using it on the stream, and I'm having mixed results with that. But as far as just doing this and being able to record it, and this is going to work great. And I may do some other interviews and different things like that down the road as well. So just appreciate Kevin for letting me do that. So being nice to Kevin, I don't know if I should keep doing that or not. He sent me knives though, and he's letting me use the StreamYard. So I guess I need to be nice to the DTOM.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to be nice to me because, he knows I came up with the whole DTOM Diva thing, and he's trying to make sure, he takes care. No, I'm kidding. That's good. But JB, I really appreciate you. I know this is crazy time of your day, before you get ready for work and all that stuff. I appreciate you taking time to do this with me. Did I miss anything? Did you have anything else from the month that I missed?
No, I don't think so. I think we pretty much hit all the highlights. And
yep, I think you're right. I think we did. So guys, I think as long as JB can do it, we'll probably do this. And maybe I have to do it by myself once in a while, but we'll probably do this once a month towards the end of the month and kind of look back at the month. And then, like I said, guys, I know JB probably about the same weekend. I think you've got, I am on vacation the second week of August. And I think the end of that weekend is when you got a maybe important birthday coming up. And not that you're old or anything. I got you by 2 years, man. It's okay. I have lived past 50, so it's okay.
Plenty of people have. So, yes. It's not even that. It's not even that big for me, honestly. It's
Right.
really not. I mean, it's
another birthday.
Day.
Yep.
But my wife's like, "You're turning 50." I was like, "Yeah, and I turned 49. Hopefully, I'll turn 51." I mean, seriously. I mean, to me, it's a day. It's just another day. But she's all excited about it, and she's like, "We need to do this, and we need to." I was like, "Whatever. Let's have fun."
That's good.
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil her thing. You know what I mean?
No. And so I'm 52 in a couple of months. And so, yeah, I have lived almost 2 years past it, so it's okay. But for me, yeah, I'm trying to figure out that Monday of the second week of August, if I'm going to do a live from where I am on vacation or if I'm going to just pre-record something or whatever, but I'll let you guys know. And JB, I know you might have some adjustments to your schedule that weekend as well, or maybe
not 100% sure how we're gonna do. That would be that weekend. Well, the first weekend in August, we're actually going to. It's an early show because it's the first Saturday,
right?
Like normal, but I think it's going to be a little bit earlier than normal. I usually do it at 2 Pacific. I think I'm going to do it at maybe even noon, 12:30. We'll see. Somewhere 12 to 1. Right now we're at 12 to 1. Because we're going to take off. We're going to go up and see my son. He recently got engaged, and we're going to go up and spend some time with him and his fiance and celebrate a little bit type thing.
Trying to remember, I don't know. I got to look at a calendar, but that may be the day. What's the date on that? The
7th, I believe.
That may be the day we're leaving to go on vacation. So I may be listening in my ear rather than participating, but while I drive down the road. But we shall see. Who knows? Yeah, guys, just stay tuned. Join me every Monday night at 8 p.m. for KF Live, 8 p.m. Eastern, and join this guy. When do they join you?
10 p.m. Central normally.
Yep, 10 p.m. Central.
Or 10 p.m. Pacific. Why did I say Central?
I don't know.
Why did I say Central?
And then
where did that come from?
I don't know. I should have corrected you, but
10 p.m. Pacific.
I just went right along with you. And that's on Saturday. His is on Saturdays. Mine's on Mondays. And just like I said, it's not just knives, guys. It's a community, and it's a lot of fun. And usually both of us end up doing some kind of giveaway at the end, although my giveaway cupboard over here is starting to get a little light. So I gotta go pick up a few knives real quick, which is fun because I love shopping, and I usually go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works and use your link. So that's cool too. So yeah, there you go. A little plug for JB's link. So guys, thanks so much for joining us. JB, thanks so much. And give this video a like and a thumbs up and comments, and let us know what you think of this format, something you'd like to see on there, something you'd like us to talk about. I mean, heck, we're open to, I think the first one of these I tried to do that didn't actually record. I think we talked about food. And it never ran anywhere because it didn't get recorded. So I may throw in some random topics if you guys got some. Don't get too crazy, but if you got some random topic you want us to talk about, please throw it down in the comments, and maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Not talking about grass skirts or whatever. So, I'm just kidding. All right, David, thanks a lot. Hey, guys, thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel.